into place so they can say that God put them in their place of power, because God will be over us. So they are a royal family, divinely put there by, you know, some kind of spiritual power, and we're supposed to be just subservient to them. And we accept that. We just accept it. And they make sure it's their people that's ruling and controlling everything over us, and we just got to sit back and, you know, and just take what they give us. And they just been scamming us for centuries. For centuries. We're not getting what we should get, and, you know, we got to abide by their rules. And that's basically what's been going on. So you have these people at the top, and just like Highlander, there can only be one. You go around, it's a bunch of powerful people, you cut off their head, you take their power. There's symbolism in Highlander, you got to pay attention to it. But there can be only one. In America and, you know, Britain, Rome, what have you, they want to be the only one. And when I say the only one, we're talking about the white power. Now, China, whatever deal they made with the white man a long time ago, obviously included them diluting themselves, because Chinese people wasn't that fucking white as they are now. So I guess as a show of good faith, they mixed them with that white man hard, and their skin is white and pale as hell, and they walking around with umbrellas in the sun to stay white, because that's how serious it is over there. But now everybody is defeated. You have Iran hobbling around, Syria is on its deathbed, and the last free nations you will be North Korea, you have Iran, you have Russia, you have China. I mean, and Cuba to a certain point, but, you know, we'll basically have Cuba. Cuba ain't put up no kind of fight. They can take Cuba whenever they want to. But what they don't have in their bag already, they already have destabilized and already working on, and it's basically can't really fight back. So now it's down to the superpowers. And this is where the whole World War III stuff comes in now, when people say it's going to be World War III. Because now these people have everything. They got the resources they have, and then now they're coming after each other. And it's not going to be easy for America to just take China. So they're trying to do it in a different way without starting a war. So this is what all this little bullshit is back and forth with trade and everything like that. Because, as I said in the last video, if you come together with a plan to take over the world, or a plan to do anything, and it doesn't go to plan, everybody trying to scramble and take what they can take on the way out the door. And China is like trying to position itself to get as much as possible, because they know that America and the powers that be are doing the same. So what did I tell you guys in the first video? Before the freaking earthquake happened, I told y'all, China has been going into these Caribbean islands, into Jamaica, into Puerto Rico, into the Bahamas, and basically, you know, getting themselves into that economy so they can basically position themselves to boost it up and control it. And then you have, you know, the hurricanes, you have the earthquake. Jamaica just had that one. And I said it, and there it was. So all of this stuff happening around the same time with this Kobe death is not a coincidence. And when you look at the business dealings of Kobe Bryant as it relates to China, it all fits. So when you pay attention, they basically have been showing you on social media and in the media that they basically did kill Kobe, and the reason why they did it, with them now coming out talking about this trade and everything like that. And then now they're going to resort to what they always do when something like this happens, and that's bashing a person. So you've been seeing the media go back and revisit the whole rape case, and you know, issues with his wife and everything like that, which he was doing before they got married and everything like that. And this is how they do it. This is how they do it. Try to discredit the man in some way, shape, or form to make people less sympathetic to his passing. And you know, you have people that already are. You have people that actually coming out saying, well, he's a rapist, and God did what he did. And the stupid ass people that saying pray for Kobe. And hey, Kobe's fucking dead. Pray for him for what? Praying ain't help that helicopter not crash. Praying ain't fucking save him and his daughter. Like, these people kill me with this stupid ass pray for people shit. But everybody got their opinions, and everybody has, you know, they're entitled to them. But you can't look at this, especially him being black, and just say it's a coincidence when we're looking at all this whole situation with business and trade and everything like that, and Kobe having a huge stake and creating something amazing, you know, with China, and then, you know, he's gone because America has this situation with China. But you can think I'm crazy, you can think it's far-fetched, or it don't add up. If you really look into this stuff, It adds up, 100%. It adds up completely. It's just no other way to look at it than that. And again, I mean, it fits with what they have been doing to us. Whenever we try to do anything business-wise, I mean, look with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby tried to, get NBC and try to, come up with his own network, and they killed the son. And then they discredited him. And look where he at today. Look what's going on with him now. So you got to look at stuff, man, and look at how they oppress us and how they keep us, somewhere where they can reach us and have control over us, and they don't want us doing certain things. Like, these dudes think that they untouchable when they get to a certain level and have a certain amount of money. I would think, people would realize once Michael Jackson was gone, and then Prince. I mean, come on, if they'll kill Michael Jackson and Prince, especially Michael Jackson being probably the biggest celebrity of all time, they'll off anybody. But these other celebrities, these black athletes, got to look at this, and they got to ask themselves, like, what did I get myself into? And am I willing to just shut up and take the money and dribble the ball and just live, a life, a successful life or what have you? Or am I willing to stand up for my people? And that's the reason why we never going to get anywhere, is because they're not. They're not. I mean, on that Sunday when Kobe died, I felt like the world should stop. I honestly did. I felt like damn, like we need to stop and figure this one out, because this is crazy. And of course, life goes on, and he was involved in what he was involved in, and it is what it is. But it's like, man, it was an energy jerker, and it's just crazy. It's crazy how it went down, and these people got to really figure out what side they on, and is it worth it? And I guess it is. These people willing to do whatever to be famous, or we'll kill each other and kill our own family members for fame and fortune, and it's crazy. So I feel for his wife and his kids, his daughters that's still around. They gotta live with that, man. They gotta deal with that. I mean, Kobe was big to us, but we talking about, this was their dad. This was her husband, man. Like, they was really, that's family. They don't get no closer than that, And just seeing the reaction from the basketball players, Shaq crying on TV, and players could not play. They was really like, I can't play. Like, they just really was messed up. And it's understandably so. And I couldn't imagine. Especially people who have known them. Now, I've seen Kobe play live. I was a big fan. Always will be a big fan. But this is what happens in this business, in this entertainment business, and we are so into it, and we're letting them control us. We're giving our energy to it, and they're using it to destroy us. And as I always say, we find entertainment in our own destruction, and we keep giving them the power to destroy us instead of trying to do something different. I mean, what could they do if we just stopped and did our own thing? It's nothing they could do, because everybody would follow us. And when you see the relentlessness, how they are, if any inkling of us rising up, arises, they're on it swiftly. They're on it quickly, and they don't care. They don't care who they got to kill to make sure something doesn't happen that's going to allow us to rise in power slightly, especially if it's out of their control. So, it's messed up. It's messed up, but it just goes to show you that, this is white power control. This is them, keeping themselves in that position. No doubt in my mind, he was killed. No doubt at all to me. So I'm not saying, this is the reason why for sure they killed him or what have you. But to me, it seemed like it has to be. I don't know what else he could have possibly been doing. I don't know. But to me, looking at what's going on today and the fact that this dude had dealings with China, and they had this little war with China, I mean, it fits. It just fits to me. But it's a situation that we got to look at. And again, we already know what it is. We already know how this oppression works and the stuff that they do. But it's just all the more reason why we got to get our shit together. I look at us and I see how messed up we is and how far gone we are, especially now with this situation, because people are already making jokes. They got memes. I seen a freaking picture of Jesus crossing over Kobe. Like, come on. It's crazy. I feel like this right here, I mean, people got to look at it and wake up, but I don't know what it's going to take. It's like, what is it going to take? How many more people got to die? How many more celebrities got to die for people to wake up and see that there's something going on? People didn't really flinch. I feel like Kobe dying was damn near bigger than Michael Jackson dying. And Michael Jackson by far was the bigger celebrity, you know, globally. But I just feel like this Kobe thing hit way harder than Mike. And people took Michael Jackson death hard, but it's just like this one is just like, it just seems different. I don't know why, it just does. But, and then his daughter with him, and that's part of the reason. And you got other people, you know, versus it just being Mike. But it just still seemed like, you know, people had a lot more love for Kobe. I mean, it's all over the place. People had love for Mike, but this one just seems a little bit different. But I don't know what it's going to take. You know, I don't know who else got to die or what else has to happen for people to finally see that, hey, they killing people. Like, it's not a conspiracy. It's not, you know, crazy people talking shit. It's they're killing people. They're offing people who don't do what they want them to do. I don't know what else has to be said or what else has to be done to show people this. This was sure thing of killing to me. It's suspect as fuck. I don't know what else, how else to put it. But, you know, it's sad. It's tragic. But hopefully it just put people in an understanding that this is what happens. There's a lot of people who are willing to literally sell their souls to the devil to be famous. And hopefully this make people think twice about, you know, messing with this entertainment industry and being involved in what these people are involved in. Kobe knew what he was involved in, to me, it seemed like, you know, looking at commercials. But, you know, who knows? You know, who knows what the real reason was or why they did what they did or what really happened. I just know that looking at the what's available to us today and the information, you know, it's suspect, and I definitely can't look at it as not being. So yeah, I just wanted to touch bases with you guys on this whole situation. A lot of people inboxed me about it, and you know, I had to take a second, you know, take a step back. Me being a big Kobe Bryant fan and being in those arguments, who better, Kobe, LeBron, you know, and Kobe got stepped over. He did get stepped over, and I always was the one saying that, like, we keep comparing LeBron to Jordan, and it's like, what happened to Kobe? Even though Jordan said out of his own mouth, the person that's closest to him is Kobe. But it's just messed up. It's a sad thing. But I wanted to really just talk about my thoughts on it and looking at the situation that's going on with us in China, and then looking at the fact that Kobe was loved in China. He was bringing basketball to China in a big, major way. And then all of this happens, and people who don't study this stuff don't get it. They won't get the numbers. They won't get the gematria. They won't really get the symbolism. But for you guys, if you're watching this, you're watching me, then you're into this stuff and you're knowledgeable about what we talk about. So you guys can really pick at this yourselves. And I won't go any further with it. It's just, it is what it is. And, you know, he's gone. We got to move on from it and learn from it and see that, you know, this is what they're going to continue to do to us. If we try to move up individually, which is why unity is important. If he was doing something that big and understood it, he should have made sure he had people with him, somebody to keep it going, and definitely, you know, security issues with it. I mean, especially when you got your daughter. I mean, damn, like, was he really that naive about the situation, you know, and what was going to happen? So it's just, there's a lot of questions I have that I'll answer personally, you know, for myself, and just looking at it, because it's just the way I am. I'm wired like that. I got to know. But this one really messed me up for a while. It was a head scratcher, and I didn't didn't connect the dots as far as China. So I really do appreciate Dr. Umar saying what he said about China, and then me looking online and seeing all this information that is true. It's true. And the dude he had a lot going on, man. Y'all got to look into it for yourselves. I put some pictures up so y'all can see. It's suspect. But if you don't know what's going on with America and China right now and understand that, then I can see how people can't connect those dots. And it's weird how I just put the video up about it, you know, right before he died, and it all connects. So to me, you know, they off the dude. Niggas gotta wake up and realize what they got themselves into. And as long as we accepting them controlling our entertainment and controlling our wealth and controlling how we make money and how we do what we do, because at the end of the day, we sit back and we go crazy over the movies and what the celebrities doing and everything like that. We go crazy over sports, and we got to realize that they control this shit. They're controlling it. It's theirs. You know, we're in their world. This is their stuff. People be kicking black power all day long, but you know, we talking about everything that we're doing economically is theirs. They own it. You know, even me having my own business, they got their hands in everything that we're doing. Whether you paying taxes or what have you, like they have their hand in everything. And until we liberate ourselves and separate ourselves from their control, we're always going to be controlled until they finish doing whatever they want to do with us. Because they're using our energy, they're using us to fulfill their agenda. They know if we ever got our shit together and did our own thing, we're taking everybody with us. By the round of gas. Everybody follows us. So we gotta really understand the power that we have and how they've been using it against us, and we gotta grasp it and use it for ourselves to benefit ourselves. And understand that while we pushing everybody away from us that's actually trying to help us in a lot of cases, we gotta understand that what we do, they're gonna follow. This is why they keep their freaking foot on our necks, because they know what we will do, they're gonna follow us. Whatever choice we make, whatever decision that we come up with as a people, if we came together and did it as a people, everybody's coming with us. It's just that simple. When you really understand how this shit working and how our energy control everything, I talk about this in many videos, then you understand that that's going to be the case, and they know that. They understand, they know it. Because like I said, if they didn't have us, and if they didn't have the Arabs and everybody they controlling to do what they're doing, then people would see their shit. They've been using the Arabs to control everything and using us to control everything so they can point the finger at us when it's really them. And that's how it works. That's what's going on. So as long as they can keep doing that, then everybody going to think it's us. They're going to think it's them. They're not going to never figure out who's really behind all this nonsense. And it's them. So we got to get our shit together, as we already all know, and we got to start controlling our own shit and stop letting them, use our energy and then kill the people that we love, for their own, stupid gain or what have you, and for stuff that's not going to benefit us. So, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and thanks for your patience again with the books and everything. I'm moving as fast as I can on that whole situation, and I appreciate you guys' support. Definitely take advantage of these sales, people. Seriously, they're not going to last real long, especially this digital downloads. I want to get people up to date, because a lot of videos is going to come. So thanks for taking the time to watch. See you next video.